Guys, welcome to ACS. I still can't believe I'm actually standing here about to shoot the video on probably the most anticipated car that the Drive Chronicle has on this channel, and the most special car that's ever come into ACS. I'm sure you guys know what it is. The car right behind me, it's the 105 Pagani Imola, and it's here in South Africa. Right guys, she's finally here. We made it. It's been a long road to get it here. We're super excited to have it here. If you guys do know a little bit about this car, or when we actually placed the order for it, when it got delivered, it was actually during COVID. So, which is a bit of a touchy one, because we actually couldn't get to see it when it was delivered. And then this was going to be the launch car at the Geneva Motor Show. But due to everything happening at that time in the world, we actually couldn't get to see it. So the car only got viewed probably about 3 to 4 months ago. Within that time, we've been trying to get the car down here. Obviously, that's flights and a whole bunch of things. So as she's here, the car speaks for itself. I mean, you don't understand how big this car is in terms of the width and the length, the aggressiveness of the car. But basically, it's finished in blue carbon, exposed carbon. If you guys know anything about Pagani, they are like the ultimate in terms of carbon fiber construction. You know, compared to the Wire, this whole car, obviously being exposed carbon, they have reinforced compared to the Wire. They've reinforced the actual the tub of the car, just due to it being a race car. There's nothing more to say about it. So the engine, it's a V12 twin turbo, as they usually are. It's about 827 brake horsepower. The car's riding with 355-inch tires at the back, or width tires. 22s at the back, 21s in the front. But this whole car, I mean, we're looking at it, the camera's not going to do it justice, but this car is massive. It's like I said, the length of it with this aero package is just insane. So we've obviously got certain aspects of this car. We're obviously being one of 5 in the whole world. This is 3 of 5, and the only right-hand drive. So to have it one in South Africa and a right-hand drive is just, it's incredible. Basically to stand next to it. I can't believe I'm here anyway. But so yeah, so white access lines on all the sort of different aspects of specifically the scoop. That's obviously a big or new feature to this platform at Pagani, which is obviously directing as much air as possible down to the V12. Like I said, exposed blue carbon. The biggest thing about this car, in terms of power, they say it's a road car, but it's not. It's a full race car. You can see when we get inside the gull wing doors compared to the Wire normal doors, and that's obviously to add to the strength of that whole tub, carbon fiber tub. So if we just look, I mean, everything, I mean, compared to even the side rear vents, you know, directing air and the aero, to all the way through to the side skirts. The most impressive thing is basically when you put the lift on this car, the whole car rotates backwards. So if we get some shots of the rear diffuser, we'll get a bigger shot of it so you can see how wide it is. But basically when the front lift comes up on the car, this basically touches the ground. So it's not a car that you're going to go drive to get groceries with. It's more of a car that you sort of take out for a drive or take it to the track, basically for its purposes. So yeah, it's insane how low this car is. I mean, the amount of stones it flicks up is just out of this world. I mean, you'll see a bit of just driving a chair to ACS to shoot it. I mean, this car was perfectly clean. But part of the game with Pagani's, it's like I said, it's a full-blown race car. So if we go in the front, guys, I mean, the sheer size of this front lip is just insane. It's about 25 centimeters protruding out from the front of the car. So parking's going to be a bit of an issue. Like I said, it's for that day-to-day driving. If we sort of go, we have kept the same, well, they've kept the same teardrop mirrors from the Wire. So a lot of the stuff is based around the Wire, the coupe. So there are a few aspects of it that they have taken across, which they do. It's Pagani's, you know, sort of design language, and they do that extremely well. So yeah, besides looking at everything, the biggest features are definitely that scoop, bringing all that air back into that V12. The sound this car makes is just incredible. I mean, obviously the exhaust is much louder, being for the track, but the feature of this car is the rear. If we look at the back, the rear diffusers, the wing, I mean, everything just basically runs in line with each other from the front to the back. If you do know, the Wire prior to this obviously had a lot of sort of more rounded curves on it. So this is definitely more boxy. The lines are extremely hard. But I mean, the car, it looks like a work of art. You wouldn't want to take it on the road, to be honest. If it was mine, I'd rather keep it in the garage. So that's pretty much it in terms of the different aspects. I mean, as you can see, every little vent here, all the carbon fiber, the lips. I mean, that is probably, if I put my finger there, it's just short of my index finger, which is, it's insane to think that you can drive this on the road without damaging it. When we jump into the interior, pretty similar to the Wire. There's not too many differences. They've made it a bit ergonomical, obviously, as we lift the gull-wing doors. The stance of this car, when you're standing in front of it, is just unbelievable. We're super lucky to have it here in South Africa. We're going to do a couple more videos with it on the road. Unfortunately, right now, the car is going for paint protection film here at SCS, the Bigfoot Detailing Center, where we're actually shooting right now. And then, yeah, so we'll maybe follow up with another video on the road, do some road noises. Maybe we should just jump in and show what this car sounds like. Alright guys, on that note, thank you for watching. As like I said, we'll follow up with another video just of us driving the car around and really getting to experience the cars on South Africa's roads. But yeah, thanks for joining, and we'll chat to you soon.